I have a question. No, it won't go like we're gonna get something
Yeah, but I could have exported it another way.
Brian.
Trataron el other way of exporting it. You can save it not as a keynote, but you can also save it as a mark one.
Perfect, thank you.
It's up and down instead of left and right.
Up for next time. Esto del año pasado.
Te voy a tratar.
Can we start? So, good afternoon, everyone. We come from the American School of Santo Domingo, that's in the Dominican Republic. Does any one of you know where that is? Ah, yeah, like where?
Where?
Okay, República Dominicana. Like where?
The Caribbean.
Yeah. Okay, exactly. So, yeah, bien. Our purpose is to say smiles, spreading smiles and freeing minds. My name is Daniela. My name is Tiago.
My name is Luis. I'm Brian.
And I'm Vicky.
And I'm Ricardo.
So, first up, we're going to do a little activity. We're gonna give you this piece of paper, and I want you to answer, what do you do after school? It can be like an extracurricular, sports, or like you watch Netflix. Many of you do. Whatever, or something like that. You will have, as you see, you're paired up, so you discuss it with your peers. You have 1 minute. In some papers, you have like the options.
People, in some papers, you will see the options already written down, and some, the options aren't written down. It's just.
Who needs something to write with?
Me.
Okay.
Who needs a pencil or pen?
Anyone missing?
So everyone has a pencil or pen?
Okay, so are you guys done? Yes. Everyone's done. Okay. So anyone wants to share what they do?
I sleep, Or sometimes I play tennis.
Okay, so next question is, how does activity benefit you? Like really think of this. Like, why do we do this? Like, just to waste time, like discuss with your partners. If you guys want, you can. Okay, so are you guys on? Does anyone want to share? Yes.
So like for example, we both do sport practices. She does soccer and I do baseball, but like that training is good for like fitness and like teamwork.
Good. I saw. Yes.
For entertainment, like watching Netflix shows and movies, you watch it to be entertained.
Good, good. So, for example, I do soccer too, and I like take it as like, oh, that's anger. So I take anger out of soccer. Ricardo, what is it that you do?
You really skip.
Oh, really? Why? How do you benefit from this?
It helps me with.
Not cool. Okay. So as you can see, these little things that we do all have a meaning. So what do you think would happen if you didn't have like an option to do this? Like nothing.
It would be bored.
And what would you do? Oh, you can sleep.
If you didn't
Exist. Exactly. That's exactly your point. So hold that thought, and you will see later. So our goal with Asia is education for all. We believe education is not only about learning how to read, write, count, whatever. So education is about learning how to express yourself, love yourself, be creative, and learn useful knowledge for your future life. Education is more about being self-directed learners and able communicators that effectively accomplish their goals.
What is our project? Our project's name is Manzano la Obra. Our mission with this project is to provide the community of Manzano with extracurricular education and empower multipliers in the community to ensure sustainability. Does anybody here know what a multiplier is?
No. Tell us, please.
Alguien dijo yeah. Somebody said yes.
It's like a multiplier, from what I know, is like something that makes a bigger effect or like
That's
something.
close. Something. Yes. Okay. A multiplier is a person that learns a skill or masters a subject and then teaches it on to other people in the future. So this way, the community could learn lots of things, and that's what our project is about. Thank you.
So to sort of like explain more what like a multiplier is and show you like an example of what we do, we're going to be doing a breathing technique, and for this I'd like all of you to please stand up. And you might want to like take a step back from your table. And if you have like a short shirt that's almost a crop top, I recommend you not do this. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to start by inhaling deeply. Inhale. Reach the sky like you're trying to tickle the ceiling. Go all the way up. Breathe in as much as you can. And you will take a big breath of relief and drop. Exhale. And stay there. Exhale. And stay there for a while.
Stay there for a while.
Okay, now we're gonna go back up. We're gonna go up. Repeat the same movement. Inhale. All the way up. Are you guys inhaling? And drop. Again, exhale. Okay, so while we were doing this activity, my friend Ricardo and Thiago were observing you guys. He was the most like enthusiastic about this, and basically what we do, to learn activity more about this, is we sort of like teach you the skill, and that way you can teach it to other people, and that's how multipliers work. That way it multiplies the effect. And yeah, you can sit down. And we also encourage you guys to teach this breathing technique to 3 other people today. So if we're like 20 in here, at the end we will have taught 60 people, and if they teach more people, then the effect multiplies. Good math.
Okay, so why did we choose this project? So we chose this project because in the Dominican Republic, there's a lot of physical and sexual abuse, violence, low education, underage drinking, dropouts from schools, in which for the almost 11 million people living in the Dominican Republic, only 50% get to be in the first grade. Only 22% get to finish the 8-year cycle, like from first grade to 8th grade, and only 10% get to finish all secondary school. So apart from that, there are also teen pregnancies in the Dominican Republic, in which 1 out of every 10 girls during their teenage years gets pregnant. So yes, all of this is happening all over the Dominican Republic. For example, this place called Manzano. Manzano is a community very close to our school in which all of these rates are particularly high. We think that the lack of options they have and the excess of drinking and gambling places is not helping. For example, in our school and other private schools in Santo Domingo, all of these rates are very close to 0%. But we have a diverse amount of options, like extracurricular activities such as soccer, volleyball, ping pong, basketball, music, baseball, and so much more.
So first off, why do we care? Has anyone here felt like they were more privileged than anyone? Okay. So we've always known that we are more privileged. We've always seen like a social gap in community. And by going to Manzano, we realized how severe or dire the problem was. And we realized that we also have like he said, a wide amount of extracurricular activities and options and stuff we do. But the people of Manzano, who are boys and girls just like us, don't have these options or these different opportunities. And it results in high levels of delinquency, teen pregnancy, dropouts, and so much more. So for example, a little delinquency is that I lived 2 minutes away from my school, and once I had to walk home from school, and I felt very unsafe because right down the street there was a lot of delinquency going on, and I felt like I couldn't make it 2 minutes to my house. And so what we really want to do is close the social gap, and by helping the less fortunate of Manzano, we're actually helping the Dominican Republic have a much, much brighter future.
So what have we done? We created a perfect campaign, which as you all can see, we have amazing shirts, $10, everyone. We created a campaign about 4 years ago, and we used it to promote self-love and embrace individuality. Because, sorry, I'm saying it too much. We took schools and we asked them to involve and to spread this message. And we also used Imperfect as a fundraising for Arroyo Manzano kids to be able to accomplish these activities you will later see. We have an activity, and we also did activities of Imperfect for them to boost their self-esteem. Would you like to do one right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So excited.
We will need you each to be in pairs, up to. So it's 1 per pair.
Ricardo, uno para cada uno.
Uno por persona. My mistake.
Okay, so as you can see in the papers, it says, I think my partner has nice, pretty, and beautiful. You have those 3 options. Eyebrows, body, legs, and clothes. Also, you have to fill this out and you have to like make a check mark. What do you think? Also, on the other side of the paper, says stuff I don't like about myself. We all have something we don't like about ourselves. Let's read it. It's normal. But we actually want you to embrace it with this activity. We fill it out. We fill it out. You mark like a check mark in this, and here you write whatever you don't like about yourself.
Nos da otro papel.
Otro papel.
Sí, sí.
Papel acá.
Hay que poner en el
Me too.
All of the options are possible.
Sorry for the handwriting. As you can see, it's not that great.
Oh, here. I don't want to call myself.
When you're done, please tell me.
Raise your hand when you're done. Play
Are you all done? Yeah.
Are you guys done?
You do the back.
No. Okay. Are you guys done now?
Yes. You guys really like each other. That's good.
Okay, so now, guys, now I want you to first you have to say stuff I like about yourself to your partners. Then you say the stuff you like about them. Okay, so you have. Or you don't. You tell your partner what you don't like about yourself. Then this has to be about
Yeah, the front part about your partner, the back part about you.
I didn't put like anything.
Okay, so you have examples of stuff you don't like about yourself. You tell them, discuss it.
And what do you have?
Guys, so by this activity, we wanted to show you that stuff you may not like about yourself, maybe stuff you like about, like people like about you. We believe that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. For example, I like my flaw that I think are my eyes, because I was born with a lazy eye. I got surgery, but something like, for example, Vicky, something you like about me.
I like your eyes.
She likes my eyes, but I don't. Like that's a flaw. So we want you to all feel imperfectly perfect. So as you can see, our T-shirts, once again, we sell them $10. Says imperfect with an apostrophe, meaning I'm perfect.
So this was one of our accomplishments in the Manzano community. We went to the community and invited Coach Thomas all the way from Chicago. So we invited him all the way from Chicago, and he came to the Manzano community and gave class to about 15 to 20 kids in the community, Zumba, so that they could recreate themselves and promote a healthy lifestyle. And yeah.
Okay. So, Christmas ornaments. So, Christmas is one of the most beautiful times of the year. Who agrees with me? Like, raise your hand. Okay. So, for example, I myself, I would love to be with the family, the nice dinner, the Christmas tree, the lights. But sadly, the kids in Manzano don't get to experience this. I don't know if it's the same in your country, but in my country, they take the holidays as an advantage for more drinking and more partying. So we decided to do something about it. We set up an activity for them to create their own Christmas ornaments, which empower them with their skill that they could later on use and also beautify the company. Since they didn't have the necessary materials to create them, we brought them from us. Okay, our New Year's goal. Our vision, as they said, is to empower able communicators that effectively accomplish their goals. In our school, we're very much encouraged to set our goal and follow up to them. For example, my goal is to be more fit, and then my school helped me create an action plan. So we wanted to share these strategies with the kids in Manzano. So at the beginning of the year, we went to the community to hear and talk about their goals and say and to help them how they could accomplish them. And not so long ago, we revisited them to see how they were doing, and followed them.
So our nutrition workshop. One of the problems in this community was malnutrition. Their diet consists of cheap, highly processed food, colmados. Does anyone know what a colmado is? No. Okay. So a colmado, you know.
No.
So a colmado or a bodega is a small mini market / small convenience store that has everything from alcoholic drinks to toilet paper to gallons of water, and they offer a free delivery service.
And actually, in the trailer, it was, you see the picture of the, when you heard the Santo song, all the, you saw were colmados.
So what we did to fix this problem of malnutrition was we had a guest lecture by Chef Diana Pimentel, which is a well-known health coach and nutritionist, and she helped them make a well-balanced diet that was also very affordable to them. And our future plans are yoga class to help them relieve the stress that they have in school, percussion class, which we started a few days ago actually, sexual education, because in their school they don't really give that, and social skills workshop to help them in their future life.
So this was our structure accomplishments. And structure is like a division in our gym group where we wanted to work and worked on getting a place for the kids of Manzano so we could do future activities and the activities we made in Manzano. So we visited Manzano and talked with the community leaders. So they told us what place we could use for the activities. And we talked to them and they told us about this place, which was the community center in Manzano, and they told us it was not in great condition, but when we went there, it was in not a suitable condition for our activities. So we knew we needed to rebuild it to do the activities we wanted to do, like as my partner Ricky said. So we needed to arrange architects and engineers to rebuild the place so we could do the activities. So we talked to some architects and they evaluated the place. And we got a budget of how much it would cost to rebuild the place. And it was about 1 million pesos, which is $21,000. And that was too much money for this small place. So this was too much money. So we decided not to, so we needed funds. So we did letters to the mayor and companies so we could get the money for the place. But at the end, we decided not to send the letter and not get this place because it was too much expensive and it was not going to be sustainable because as we will leave, no one will take it.
Hello. Now we're going to talk about the struggles during this project. We're going to say this by expectation and realities. I'm going to say the realities and Ricardo is going to talk to you about the expectations. So for this moment of the presentation, we've come up with a system that would help us understand each other since Ricky and I don't get along very well. So this is the invisible talking stick. When I have it, I can talk. It's like if you don't have a stick, you cannot talk. So we're going to be passing it around for our presentation. So during every project, you struggle, and that's normal. So we noticed that during our project, the most important struggles were Tell him, Ricky.
Oh, where's the stick? Where's the
It's
Luis?
right between your legs, you dummy.
Oh, sorry. All right, so this was our expectation number one, the community center in Manzano. We thought they told us in Manzano they had a great community center where we could do the activities. But this was our expectation. We thought it would be a great place where all the kids would go, but in reality, it was not like that. So tell them, Luis.
Oh, me? You want me to tell him?
Yeah.
Okay, Ricky. In reality, this place was a complete disaster. It had no, like the roof was falling down. It had no windows. The place was full of termites and I had construction debris all over the place. It was just definitely unsuitable for the activities we were planning in Manzano. And now, God is going to talk to you about our second expectation. Tell them, Ricky.
All right, Luis. This was an expectation number two, Manzano activities. So we wanted to do, we did activities in Manzano, like the Zumba and the nutritionist speech. And we thought many kids would go and we would have a great place for the activities. But this was our expectation and this was too good to be true. So tell them, Luis.
Ow, you hit me in the head with a stick, Ricky. That's just rude. Okay, so in reality, this didn't happen. The place, we didn't have enough kids as we would have liked for the activities. We didn't have the specific location we would have liked for the activities. And even though it wasn't exactly what we wanted, we still carried out and it was a success. So now Ricky's gonna talk to you about our third expectation, the court. Tell him, Ricky.
All right. Sorry, Zed. Sometimes my disc gets very scratchy. So expectation three, the Manzano court. They told us in Manzano they had a court, like they even use it for volleyball tournaments. So we thought our expectation was it would be a really good court where we could do activities such as Zumba, like it's outside. But this was our expectation, and in reality, it looked like this. Tell them, Luis.
Thank you, Ricky. In reality, there was actually no court. They said it was a court, but it was nowhere close to a court, not even a decent location for just standing there. It was a disaster. Just was not suitable for anything. So now, for our fourth expectation, Ricky's gonna say it to you. You know already.
All right, so this is our expectation number.
Wait, you don't have the stick yet.
Oh, sorry.
Tell them, Ricky.
Okay. This is our expectation number four, commitment. We thought both the kids in Manzano and us would be very committed to the project and the activities we were going to do. But this expectation, we thought they were gonna be very committed, but it was not like that. So tell them, Luis.
Before again, please. In reality, there was a lack of commitment from a very large part of our group. From the people that were going to talk in our activities, the speakers, they weren't fully committed to the project. Even sometimes ourselves, we weren't committed to the project. And even the kids in Manzano, they sometimes wouldn't show up. So that's another lack of commitment. So, part of that way.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
So,
I'm sorry. The best part.
so
We noticed that during every project you will drop the mic.
Okay, so what we learned. So as my partner here said, struggles are part of the process. You cannot do anything without struggling first. Like you struggled in your project before. You can do it. Next, you need to shut up and listen. You cannot expect to go somewhere and conquer. You first need to listen to the necessities and then help. And lastly, commitment is key. If nobody commits, nothing can be done.
Okay, so our goals. Okay, so first we're gonna go through short-term goals and then we're gonna go through long-term goals. So for our short-term goals, it is based on 3 points. One is that we want to create or find a permanent place in order to do all of our activities. Second is volunteers. We want to find as many volunteers or teachers as possible so that every activity we do is more interactive and fun to the children. And third is fundraising. One fundraising in order to gather materials for each activity and maybe sometimes pay for the teachers. So for a long-term goals is based on just 2 points. The first point is sustainability. We want to maintain our project Manzano La Obra so that everyone in Arroyo Manzano and around Arroyo Manzano may have a much brighter future. So the way we are exactly going to sustain this is leading to our second point of the long-term goals, is that we want to empower leaders in Arroyo Manzano so that in the future they may create a very good community center.
So we have a little contest. If you're the first person to follow our Instagram, you get 30% off. So
The shirts are $10.
if you calculate it,
Si quieres por
you
ser-
will get it for $7.
Yeah, follow Cristina Mejia. Cristina Mejia.
Okay, so
Thank you, Cristina Mejia.
Curazao.
so thank you. That was everything. I hope you really enjoyed.
My biggest guess is right.
So does any of you have a question? Any questions?
All right, guys, so we're gonna give this lovely group who made an excellent presentation some feedback on the presentation or their project. So a show of hands, anyone liked anything specific about their project or presentation? Yes.
They're really interactive with us. That's pretty good.
Okay, and you in the back.
I can see that you guys about your presentation and that it was innovative, your idea was amazing, and I really liked it.
You're so right.
Next question.
And try to stick to more about the project than the presentation.
That I like how you presented because it was very like unique and really like that.
I have something about the project.
Okay, project, let's take project.
I really like how you guys are touching different aspects in order for these communities and these kids in these communities to grow as individuals and find what they're good at and what they like, and giving them opportunities to have a Zumba instructor or teaching them how to, you create art, and giving them the supplies. Then you guys are actually helping them learn more about who they are and what they like and what they can pursue later on. So good job on that, and keep working on different, perhaps different, activities, but different extracurricular activities for different personalities. Yeah,
Okay.
good job.
Last one.
Okay, and then how you're addressing an issue that people don't usually mind, and how you're trying to improve it.
Okay, and now if you guys see any potentials or things in the future that will come out good, then you guys can share what you see.
A lot of people have bought the shirts, so I guess you're making a lot of money. Right?
Yeah, they're really cool, by the way. Anyone else?
Well, for example, like the students from the neighborhood you're helping, they're gonna be like motivated to or they're gonna feel good like when they finish school and they're like, yes, we have this class, like Zumba class, or we have the other activities you do. So yeah, they look forward to those activities.
Anyone
Thank you.
else?
Done? Any more questions?
Oh, yes?
I like the idea that you expressed about multipliers and that idea of integrating within the community to find people that then, if they're trained as almost like a Zumba instructor, then they can go and deliver classes, exploring the strength of theirs and sharing that. And I think that's a really sustainable way to approach that project.
Okay, so we also want these people to get better in the future. So we want to see if you find any concerns or challenges they will face in the future.
And please try to stick to constructive criticism because we want to be nice.
It's not really criticism, it's a question, but maybe you can do it in the future. Are you planning on improving the place itself?
Yeah, in the future, we may plan to do it, but at the moment it was too much.
Yeah, we want to do what we want to find a place, like find it, not actually like build it, a place to do all the activities.
A permanent location. Thank you.
So more t-shirts selling. Everyone wants to buy t-shirts.
All right. I mean, right now, we're heading to the pack for a keynote. And when you leave, please take in mind that there's IB or exams being taken, so please try to be quiet. Yes.
And there are recycle plates for the paper.
Yes, the bins are downstairs. It's red.
Recycle your papers. The people who want to buy a shirt, we're available right now.